Celebrate the Labor Day holiday, both indoors and outdoors. There was some time today in Duluth when people celebrated the holiday and how it represents even more.
When unions are strong, our economy is strong. And when our economy is strong, America is strong.
That was the message celebrated during Duluth's annual Labor Day picnic at Bayfront with the help of Senator Amy Klobuchar. Joel Tracy, the union president of the Duluth branch of the National Association of Letter Carriers, says many workers have protested and fought for better living wages, and Americans reap those benefits today.
I think that it's a really tough hiring economy. A lot of folks are looking for workers. It helps bring people in the door.
State Auditor Julie Blaha joined Senator Klobuchar to hand out raffle prizes. The free family-friendly event also included music and entertainment.